Yo, what's going on guys? Bexio back, and today we are going to be talking about how you can put your crypto, your Bitcoin to work and have it earn interest for you. So you don't have to only depend on the price going up to make money. You can just put it into a platform that's going to pay you interest to hold your Bitcoin or crypto there. A lot of these exchanges or platforms support a lot of cryptos. So there's going to be three that we can talk about here to give options, but I only use one of them personally, and that one is going to be Blockfi. So Blockfi is one of the most trusted crypto banks, if you want to call it that, because they're backed by people like Coinbase and the Winklevoss twins and many other big name people in this space. So they have that like validity there with them, and you don't have to, worry if they're legit, if they're doing something shady, because they have that security of the known people supporting it and backing it. So they offer support on multiple cryptos like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Chainlink, and PaxG. All of those they support. All of those they will let you earn interest on. And then the cool thing with Blockfi is if you put, let's say if you have Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin all on Blockfi, you can either get paid out in all of those types of coins. So if you have Litecoin put in and Ethereum and Bitcoin, you can have them separated and have your Bitcoin earn Bitcoin, it'll be paid out. And then Ethereum, when it earns interest, will be paid out in Ethereum. Litecoin will be paid out in Litecoin. So, or you can make it all one currency, which you can pick anything they support. I do Bitcoin, so all of the crypto I have on BlockFi, the interest it earns, I get paid out in Bitcoin at the beginning of every month. And that's how I choose to do it, to kind of accumulate more Bitcoin without needing to put more money in. So that's one way to think about it. Or you could get paid out in stable coins and take that interest out and use it for buying stuff or whatever you want to do. And they also support stable coins and using those to earn interest, and you'll actually earn 8.6% on stable coins in BlockFi, which is crazy. And the stable coins they support are USDC, BUSD, and GUSD. So that's Coinbase's stable coin, Binance's stable coin, and Gemini's stable coin. So they all or support them of like the major exchanges, Coinbase, Binance, and Gemini. And you can use those coins, send them to BlockFi, and then you can earn 8.6% interest, which is ridiculous. So you can break down some numbers here on what you can get for returns compared to a regular bank account using BlockFi. Basically, if you deposit Bitcoin, we're just going to use Bitcoin as like the one that we're going to say everyone's putting in. If you put Bitcoin in, they're going to give you 6% on your Bitcoin. So for a year, you'll earn 6% interest. So that means for every $10,000 you have in Bitcoin, you're going to earn $600 a year or $50 a month. So that could change a little bit here and there depending on the price movement of Bitcoin, and that's where you get into like not knowing exactly what interest you get with price fluctuations, but you're going to get a lot more interest on that than if you kept it in a bank account, because if you did that same $10,000 in a bank account, you would make a measly $3 a year or a nice quarter a month, because the average bank account interest in the US is 0.03%. So it is microscopic compared to what you can get on your cryptos or even your stable coins. So if you want something where you can predict the interest, not worry about price fluctuations and stuff, you can always put your money into a stable coin and then use that stable coin to put into like BlockFi, and where you can earn 8.6%. So that's going to be a lot better than 0.3% or 0.03%. It's like, it's not even going to compare to the regular bank accounts, and it's just crazy that you can get this. But it does come with a slight risk that people don't usually talk about when they are pitching BlockFi or pitching one of these like crypto banks with high interest. So the risks to putting stuff on BlockFi or any of these crypto platforms that pay you interest on your crypto is that you're going to be subject to third-party risk, which means that if you have $10,000 in Bitcoin on the platform, they're going to use that to loan out to people, and through loaning out is where you get, you know, your 6%, and they might loan out at a higher rate than that, and then they have some for profit, and then they pay you some to keep you there and to incentivize you to keep your money with them so they can keep loaning it out. But the third party risk is going to be if somebody stops paying, or Blockfi, enough people stop paying Blockfi, paying their loans back, or defaulting, then you have the risk of going under with Blockfi because they don't have the money to pay off their loans. They're going to be over leveraged or something, and not have the money coming in. People not paying the loans means they've lost that money. So there's a slight risk, but Blockfi tries to negate that risk by loaning a vast majority of their loans are to institutional people and large companies, so that the risk of them not paying back is extremely low. So you don't really have to worry about the third-party risk. It's a low probability that something goes wrong with it, but it is a risk there, and you should know about it and why. It's not risk-free to just put your crypto, put your stable coins on a platform like Blockfi or any of these platforms, because the third-party risk does exist. So there are other platforms as well that you can use to earn interest on your crypto, and the two other that I'm going to talk about here are Voyager and Celsius. So just a quick overview of like the Celsius website. You can see they are offering 6.2% on Bitcoin, 6.35% on Ethereum, and they can have up like 13.3% on Tether, which is another stable coin, which is ridiculous. But as you take a look into the site deeper and look into like what they're really doing, I don't use them personally, and I've never really explored using them, so I don't know exactly how their things are going to work. But it does seem, when you're going through their website, that they incentivize people to be paid out in their Celsius token and not paid out in either USD or Bitcoin. And they have a little calculator where you can see, you know, what the rates are going to look like for how much money you have invested or set in there in Celsius. And when you use that calculator, it shows you a 3.51% if you want to be paid out in Bitcoin, which is almost half of what Blockfi will pay you out in Bitcoin. Blockfi 6%, they're 3.5%. So it's a lot steeper of a slash where they're paying you out in Bitcoin. They want to incentivize to be paid out in Celsius and to hold the Celsius token. And they're using tokenomics to kind of incentivize people not to sell it, which means the longer you hold their token, the more you'll get, because it's a cycle of them loaning out, getting loan interest, taking the loan interest and dividing it amongst Celsius holders and incentivizing you not to sell Celsius tokens. So it's a much more integrate kind of crypto-driven tokenomics platform, and it's a lot obviously a lot more intense to kind of use that and think about how it's going to work and all that. It requires someone who's more in tune with how crypto works and tokenomics than someone who is just looking at APY and seeing 6%, putting their money in there and getting that for just putting money in. So Celsius, I don't think I would ever use. The rates are not even competitive when you talk about being paid in BTC. Is only 3.5% compared to BlockFi's 6%. So I wouldn't even consider it an option really, unless you want to integrate into the Celsius tokenomics. But even at that, their percentage isn't as high as 6%. I think it's like 5 something or even 4 something. So it's not really something I would even consider putting money in. But the next platform we have is Voyager. They are a kind of an exchange and a interest earning platform where you can use it to buy crypto as well as sell crypto as well as earn interest on crypto. So they have a large list. They are, of these three, they support the most amount of coins where you can earn interest on them. So it's something to look into if you have coins that you're just having sit on exchanges or sit even in cold storage and you want to put some of it to work or all of it to work. You could look and see if it's supported by Voyager. They do have a minimum required amount to earn interest, and it's different for all coins. So be sure you meet the minimum, otherwise you're not going to be earning interest and it's just a waste of time. But they are a good platform for what I see. I don't see tokenomics going on. They kind of just you put your coin in there and you'll get paid the interest on it on that coin. Now I don't know if you can set all of the interest to be paid out in Bitcoin like you can on Blockfi. I think that's a big advantage of Blockfi, but you can also use a lot more coins and earn a lot more interest with if you hold different types of coins. So if you have a large amount of coins, look into Voyager, see if they support it, and see if you want to put some to work a little bit and earning interest for you. So like Blockfi, all of these platforms come with a third-party risk, so you're not going to avoid that risk by going to either one. But I would say if you have a large sum of money that in crypto, or a large sum that you want to put to work with interest and stuff, then you might want to consider dividing it up between Blockfi, Voyager, and Celsius. Obviously look into ones you want. Maybe you go between Blockfi and Voyager. I personally wouldn't go into Celsius just because it seems like it's tokenomics driven and it's like a different type of platform. It's not trying to keep it simple. So I would stick between Voyager and Blockfi. You can split up your money, and then by doing that, you're going to protect yourself a little bit from that third-party risk where if Blockfi has a problem with someone or a problem with loans and problems with the third party and Voyager doesn't, if Blockfi goes under, you might lose those funds, but your ones on Voyager will be completely fine as long as Voyager doesn't have a problem as well. So it's kind of a way to protect yourself. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. Go ahead and earn some interest on your Bitcoin, on your crypto, and you can put it to work and make a little bit of passive income. It's a lot of... it's a high percent that you're getting for cryptos and Bitcoins right now, and who knows how long it's going to last. So take advantage while you can. But as always, guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. You're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. See you guys in my next video.